Welcome to the Eliot Hine Network. I'm your host, Princess Courtney.
I'm your host, Josiah Young.
I'm your host, Samantha Matt.
I'm your host, Damari John.
I'm your host, Nyla Thomas.
I'm your host, Jaden Duncan.
And I'm your host, London Gates.
Just after 6 p.m. on April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. is fatally shot while standing on the balcony outside his second-story room at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee.
The civil rights leader was in Memphis to support a sanitation workers' strike and was on his way to a dinner when a bullet struck him in his jaw and severed his spinal cord.
King was pronounced dead after his arrival at a Memphis hospital. He was 39 years old.
In the months before his assassination, Martin Luther King became increasingly concerned with the problem of economic inequality in America.
He organized a poor people's campaign to focus on the issue, including an interracial poor people's march on Washington. And in March 1968, traveled to Memphis in support of poorly African-American sanitation workers.
On March 28th, a workers' protest march led by King ended in violence and the death of an African-American teenager.
King left the city but vowed to return in early April to lead another demonstration.
On April 3rd, back in Memphis, King gave his last sermon saying,
"We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop and he's allowed me to go up to the mountain and I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight, we as a people will get the promised land."
This broadcast has been brought to you by Eliot Hine Network. I'm your host, Samantha Matt.
I'm your host, Damari Johnson.
I'm your host, Nyla Thomas.
I'm your host, Jaden Duncan.
I'm your host, London Gates.
I'm your host, Princess Courtney.
And I'm your host, Josiah Young.
Keep
the dream alive.